The pistol brace rule was a regulation from the ATF, saying guns with a pistol brace should be treated like short-barreled rifles. If your pistol had a stabilizing brace, it now faced strict federal laws, registration, a special tax, and harsher penalties. The ATF believes some owners use braces to get around short-barreled rifle laws. Many people use braces like a rifle stock, changing how the gun was classified. Owners had to register, pay a $200 tax, or remove the brace, or risk criminal charges. Many gun owners and rights groups were alarmed, feeling the rule was unfair and set off a major legal battle. After the ATF announced the new rule, several groups quickly filed lawsuits, arguing the ATF didn't have the power to change the law. They said the rule was unfair, confusing, and even unconstitutional. The legal fight began in federal courts, with plaintiffs asking judges to stop the rule, while cases were decided. Early court orders, called injunctions, protected only those who brought the lawsuits. This protection was important, but limited to a few people and companies. As more lawsuits were filed, the legal battle grew and drew national attention. Several groups played a big role in fighting the pistol brace rule. The Firearms Policy Coalition, or FPC, was one of the main organizations. The FPC is a gun rights group that works to protect the rights of gun owners in court. They filed lawsuits on behalf of their members and gun parts manufacturers, such as Maxim Defense. Maxim Defense is a company that makes firearms and pistol braces. The company joined the fight because the rule would hurt their business and their customers. Their employees and customers were also included in the court protection. For many, it was not only about business, but also about their rights as Americans. Individual gun owners also joined these lawsuits. Some were veterans and people with disabilities who relied on pistol braces for shooting safely. They argued that the rule would take away their right to own and use these firearms. For them, the issue was personal and affected their daily lives. Together, these groups and individuals said the ATF's rule was an overreach. They argued it would turn law-abiding citizens into criminals and harm people who had followed the rules. Their efforts helped bring the case to the attention of the courts and the public. The legal fight reached a turning point when it arrived at the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. Before this, lower courts had only given protection to certain people, but the Fifth Circuit saw things differently. The judges there reviewed the facts and decided the plaintiffs were likely correct. They believed the ATF's rule was probably illegal. The Fifth Circuit told the lower court to stop the rule right away for those who were part of the lawsuit. This was a big win for the plaintiffs. It showed that their arguments were strong and the courts were taking their concerns seriously. The judges said the ATF may have acted beyond its legal power. After this, other judges began to look more closely at the rule. Eventually, a federal judge in Texas, Matthew Kaczmarek, made a major decision. He issued a nationwide injunction, blocking the rule everywhere in the country. This meant the ATF could not enforce the rule on anyone until the courts made a final decision. This court action gave gun owners and businesses relief. They could keep their braced pistols without fear of becoming criminals. The court's involvement also made it clear that changes to gun laws must follow legal and constitutional rules. The nationwide injunction was a major event for millions of gun owners. Before this, only people named in the lawsuits were protected. Now, everyone in the United States who owned a pistol brace was covered. The ATF was stopped from enforcing the rule while the case moved through the courts. This meant gun owners did not have to register their pistols, pay new taxes, or worry about criminal charges. They could keep using their firearms the same way as before. The injunction also protected gun stores and manufacturers who faced big losses if the rule had taken effect. The nationwide block gave gun owners peace of mind, at least for now, but it was not a final decision. The court order is temporary until a full trial can be held. Still, it was a major victory for those who opposed the rule. For gun owners, this ruling meant they could keep their legally bought braces without fear. It also showed that courts can step in to protect people when they believe a government rule is unfair or illegal. Those who challenged the rule said it violated the Second Amendment, which protects the right to keep and bear arms. They argued that pistol braces are helpful for safe shooting, especially for disabled people and veterans. Turning these braces into a reason for criminal charges was seen as wrong and unfair. Critics also said the ATF did not follow the proper legal process. They believed only Congress can make big changes to gun laws, not a government agency. The rule was made quickly and without enough input from the public or lawmakers. This, they argued, violated the Administrative Procedures Act, a law that guides how rules should be made. The rule would also have a big economic impact. It could cost gun owners and businesses over $1 billion. Owners would have to pay for registration or destroy their firearms. Many small companies would lose their business. The court agreed that this harm was serious and needed to be stopped. These arguments together made a strong case. The courts listened and decided to block the rule while the legal battle continues. This showed that both rights and economic impacts matter when making or changing important rules. The nationwide injunction is not the end of the story. The Department of Justice is likely to appeal the decision. This means the case could go to even higher courts, such as the Supreme Court. The legal battle could last months or even years before there is a final answer. Gun rights groups will continue fighting to have the rule overturned forever. They believe the courts will decide in their favor and protect their rights. On the other hand, the government may ask new courts to let them enforce the rule again. The final ruling will set an important precedent for gun laws and the power of federal agencies. Political changes could also affect what happens next. If new leaders are elected, they might have different ideas about gun control. They could try to change the rules again, or Congress might pass new laws. But for now, the courts are the main place where this fight will be decided. In summary, the nationwide block gives relief to gun owners and businesses for now. It shows the importance of courts in protecting rights and making sure new rules follow the law. The outcome of this legal fight will shape gun laws and personal freedoms for years to come.